Hope you guys are having a good morning. It is really, really pretty out there this morning. A little snowy. And the chickens. And Lexi. And Jarvis. But I always like it in the morning. It just looks so pretty. Morning, Jarvis. But it's a little chilly this morning. I think today is going to consist of using that bucket. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, let's go out. What are you eating? Hi, boys. Hi, boys. He thinks I have a treat. We're gonna go get his buckets. I left their food buckets out. Yes? What is it? What is it, sir? I left their dinner buckets way out in the back pasture, so in order to get their breakfast ready, we gotta go get them. So, just wanted to give you guys a little update as to what's been going on here. Everybody's asking. Really? You making all that noise? I think they're demanding their breakfast. But so things are. It's the weekend before Easter. No, Easter's on Sunday, and it's Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. I mean, look how pretty that is. Isn't it pretty? Don't mind we'll get a harrow today. But we still have the boys over here, which is still really scarce as far as pasture-wise, because we're letting that side grow up. We'll probably let them over on it over the weekend or something, I'm not sure. But I hope you guys are all staying well. I haven't been out in a while, at least a couple days at least. I'm usually out every day making deliveries, but husband had to go out to the little local farm store and get a couple of things, so I asked him to take out my things. So he's been really good about doing that. And it looks like we have a tag along. So yeah, I haven't been out much, but when I have, I don't know what it's like all around the country. I hear it's really bad. Hi. Hello. We gonna go for a walk this morning? You gonna come with me? Okay, let's go for a walk. No? Let's go down into the playground for a little bit. See if he follows. I don't think he will. But he might. He might think we're off on a walk. But the last time when I went out, people were having like these plastic barriers between them and like on the counter and stuff like that. It was weird. I'm like, wow, they really have taken this to a crazy new level. Let's make a little circle, see if he decides to follow us. I think he thinks we're going for a walk, his morning walk. Yeah. Well, we might as well go for our walk. He has to take a walk every day for 10 minutes, so let's take a walk. Hi. So that I noticed was a little bit, excuse me sir, don't go in front of me. That was a little weird, and he's gonna be a little weird. I noticed a couple of places were still doing social distancing, excuse me, Mr. Butt, and yeah, I'm going this way. You can come if you want. Some places were doing social distancing, like they have tape on the ground, and every 6 feet you can stand in a box. I guess they're not wanting to go this way. Okay. And then they have that, like I said, that plexiglass, or they have like these aisles that allow only one person in and one person out. Like my husband went to a store where they only allowed 25 people in the whole store at a time. Right? Right. That was odd. But I haven't been to the grocery store, so I don't know if they're restocking things or not. But yeah, it's a little strange. But you know, I suppose it has to. You got to do what you got to do, right? I think a little bit is excessive, but they're not telling us everything. I think, but that's just me. Let's go down into the playground, see what's going on down here. Make sure that all our tape is in good condition. So, well, they've been down here. That's kind of nice. Yeah, so my county in North Carolina, I live in Yadkin County, and we only have 5 confirmed cases in our whole county. You know, and when you consider like the whole country, we have 336 square miles, and most of it's like this. So 5 people that are confirmed. I don't know where they were. I'm gonna guess that one is in Yadkinville, because that's the biggest city. I say city, it's actually a town. It's one of the biggest towns that's more populated than anywhere else. Looks like it's pretty okay. So oh wow, look up there. Look at all that grass growing up there. It's not grass, it's corn from when I put out for the deer corn. Let's go check it out. So yeah, there's only 5 confirmed cases here in the county, and anything good in here? No, just same old raccoons. Stream is nice and low and nice. I'd love to be able to take the horses here and let them play in here one of these days, but there's not a lot of room for horse and people to get down there. One of these days we'll make a bigger area. But, so yeah, you know, the chickweed. 5 confirmed cases. Oh, look, fiddleheads. Ooh, I think these are too big now. Fiddleheads are, this is actually the perfect time to eat them. They're baby ferns, basically, and they look like the neck and head of a fiddle. So when I was little, my grandfather used to come out at this time of year, and a lot of other people's grandparents, some parents and stuff like that, they would come out before they start uncurling like this, and they'd get them at this height, and then they'd cut them here, and you can cook them up and eat them. So they're called fiddleheads. I won't do that. I would if I had to, but I hear they're kind of bitter, so I'll just stick with my hearts of palm, which is also a tree. And yeah, check this out. This is so funny. Oh, more fiddleheads. Look at it all. It looks so strange with all brown and this big patch of green. I bet you the horses would love to eat this. But yeah, I put, this is where I would feed the deer in the wintertime. But that doesn't look like corn. So I wonder what else was mixed in with the corn that I bought. Interesting. It's kind of cute. Kind of pretty. You know, everything else is brown. You get this little pretty speck of green. Kind of like it. Well, let's carry on. I might as well. You guys haven't been up here in a while. And, so what was I saying? Oh, pretty little lavender. All sorts of little things that I'm finding. Aren't they pretty? I love these little guys. They're so pretty. You find all these little tiny things you know, if you just take your time and walk and look, the playground apparently is still doing pretty good up there. I was thinking about taking Jarvis out today. I might do that. So this might be a twofold visit. See, there's more where I put the corn. That's funny. That's really funny. Looks like Mr. Squirrel forgot where he put some of his. That's kind of neat though. I mean, it just kind of grew. So at least here, it's not so bad. The virus and all that, and the way things are going. Not in my area. We have a lot of farmers, so we just kind of keep to ourselves a little bit and help each other out. But I guess it would be different elsewhere in the country. This is our little playground, our obstacle course playground. It's looking its age at the moment, but we still have our noodles and our scary tarp, and right there is our strings of death, which are all twisted. And then over here, which is supposed to be a pasture by now, we've been here for 3 years, and we've been working on this for 3 years, trying to clear it out. And this was the year that we were supposed to. Oh, looks like we lost a tree over there. Way over there. So this was the year that we were supposed to be putting stuff down. This was all supposed to be 100% like cleared out, except for, you know, some major trees. And it's not, because the purchase and sale of 2 horses this year was going to pay for it. But we can't, because can't go to the auctions and buy a horse. And the only other horse that I have that I could be able to get is out in Texas. And since things like that are non-essential travel unless you're going to the border, they're not allowing you to come into the state. So unfortunately, people can't bring their horses at feedlots around the country in order to try to sell them before they send them to the slaughterhouse. But I don't know, hopefully that'll change. You never know. Alright, our property ends up here a little ways. We've got 10 acres. Almost 10 acres. And it really needs to get fenced in. That way we can have it part of our farm. And it gets so pretty. There's our property line right there, that little white marker in the woods. Let's see what we can see. Usually there's some deer out here. Isn't that pretty? I love coming out here, taking the horses out. Especially first thing in the morning. Nope. No deer. Just birds. See, this is all rye that he's planted. And this will grow up and we'll harvest this later. Looks like he was out here fertilizing or something the other day. Oh my gosh, it was so stinky. So, that's that. Things are going pretty good up here. We are keeping busy. The horses are eating, they're staying fat, they're getting exercise, they're picking on each other, they're well, I don't know about that, but things are happening. So I think I'm gonna head back in. I'm gonna get their buckets. I have a cup of coffee waiting for me in the house, and we'll see what the rest of the day holds. Well, guys, it has been a very long day. It is over. Look at the sunset. Love how the sunset's like that. The sun's over there, but I ended up doing an awful lot of work. We had a lot of orders come in. Way to go, Corner Addiction. You guys are like rocking. And I got my thumb. my godmother made this for me for my thumb because it gets cold really, really easy, and then it turns all purple and it gets awful because of my Raynaud's. So she knitted this for me, and it's awesome. I absolutely love it, and I wear it all the time. It's kind of dirty. I gotta wash it, but isn't that sweet? So I love it. So I ended up, gosh, I went to the post office, which was weird because the post office had like a giant barrier between myself and the clerks, like a shower curtain barrier with tape on the counters. It was just ridiculous. You had this little pass through that you could put your like packages in. So whatever. And then the governor just said something about, you know, he highly suggests everybody wear masks when they go out, and there were a lot of people. And then there were a lot of people wearing them. And then I went to the butcher shop because the regular grocery stores, they don't have any meat. So I went straight to the butcher shop, which was clear across town in another county. And he would only let 6 people in at a time. And if you had like 2 people, you know, like you came in with a husband or wife or whatever, the other one couldn't go in. Only one person who was going to buy it could go in. And then he would lock the door. So like if you're standing in line, and I'll put the picture up. So if you're standing in line like that, and you're the next to go in, like beforehand, he'd let the person that was in front of you go in. He'd lock the door to make sure nobody could come in. And then when he's letting somebody out, he'd unlock it and let the person out and let you in. So when you went in, he would point to the sanitizer and say, there's hand sanitizer right there, sanitize your hands, and this particular person is going to help you, which was pretty cool actually, because now you're not bringing in any germs that you're touching, because you go straight to the hand sanitizer and he would not let you do anything else. He was like the soup Nazi on Seinfeld, you know. Some of you guys are probably a little too young for that, but this is the soup Nazi. So I'm a big Seinfeld person, so I thought that was kind of funny. He reminded me of the soup Nazi. So you went in, you got your stuff, and out you go. And then you go to Home Depot, because I had to get a butterfly plant for that thing, the barn. I'm going to put a couple butterfly plants on there and make it look really pretty. They had one entrance in to the store and one exit out through the garden center. You could not leave anywhere else, but there was no sanitizer anywhere, so you couldn't sanitize your hands after you touched everything that other mechanics and essential business owners and contractors touch. So I just went in and get my plants and I left. No big deal. So yeah, so that was my day. And then I get home and I put more orders in, and you know, I took care of that. And then we had dinner and we took care of that. I put away the rabbit, and I bought some rabbit and some alligator from the butcher shop and some stuff like that. So that's going to be really good. So now we're going to have some fun. I am done with the day. It is weekend. I'm going to be working in there all weekend long. So I'm going to have some fun. That guy, where is he? That guy right there. That little blob. He needs to have his walk. He needs to have a 10-minute walk. So I'm going to take that guy. We're going to go bareback, and we're going to pony that guy. Now, I've done this once before, and it didn't turn out very well. So cross your fingers for me, and hopefully it'll be okay. So let's go have some fun. All right. So look at my grass is starting to come up. Isn't that awesome? It's starting to come up. Oh, wow. Yeah, if I only had smell-o-vision for you guys. Man, they're spraying. I think it's in the back where I showed you this morning. They're spraying manure, and it stinks. It only stinks once a year, so I don't think it's local. Hi, guys. Hello, guys. How are you? You have no clue as to what's going to happen. So I'm going to put this over here, probably down there, so you guys can see everything that happens from like this way. I'm going to bring him down that way. And I'm going to get on Jarvis over here, over on the fire pit. I'm going to use the fire pit logs as a mounting block, because it's just easier to jump on him that way and jump and go, so to speak. So let's put you guys way over here. I'll put you over here at the end where it's safe. And let me see here. Let's put you up over. Oops, sorry. Oops. Sorry, you guys nearly fell. Let's try that again. Ah, there you go. You're not secured very well on my my tripod. Oh, see, there's the sunset. Isn't that pretty? It's such a pretty sunset. Okay, so I think that'll give you plenty of ideas to what it's gonna look like, and hopefully I won't get run into. I'll put this down a little bit on this side so you're at least level. There, that should work, huh? Yeah? Okay.